Hey everybody, good afternoon, good evening. We hope you are having a great day wherever you're receiving this wonderful information. It's Adam with Wright Way Fitness, and I am sitting across from one of our greatest new clients, Ankit Jain. And so what we've been trying to do with everybody is to spotlight his story, and we obviously have our own story to tell in our own words, but we thought we'd go a little bit deeper and tell his story in his own words, and we'll just ask him a bunch of questions and kind of go through there, and hopefully it'll be a way for all of you who are watching, listening to this, to kind of help you understand more about what the gym's about, more about what our culture is about, and especially what the client's experience is about, because we always see that as being the thing that differentiates us from a lot of other gyms and places is their experience, what it's like here and what they're going through their own eyes, and that separates us. So without further ado, everybody, Ankit Jain. Ankit, baby, how are you feeling?
Good, great. Always great to be with you here at the gym.
We just got done with our weekly private training workout, pushing this guy, doing his bench press and squats, deadlifts, all that stuff. So, all right. So first off, and take as long as you need to, my man, tell us your weight loss story, or where you are before and then where you are now.
Well, Adam, I recall that we initially met about 7 or 8 years ago, and you had a boot camp, and I came in early, bright and early in the morning. It was 5:30, and we did 2 or 3 sessions together.
Yeah.
And then by the third session, I was so done, I couldn't even last for half an hour. And then I had to be literally taken out in the emergency cart, So I somehow managed to get back home. And I appreciate you calling me as a follow-up, but you never heard back from me because I was so scared of going to gym again because you just killed me in those 3 days. But as luck would have it, 2 or 3 years down the road, we go to 2016 and we connect through Facebook. And that's how this journey essentially started. And then I joined here in 2019 or maybe 18, mid-18 in June. And then I was at 240 pounds at that time. And I was not sure how long this journey will last, but thanks to you, we at least gave it another shot. And as it turned out, it has been a great journey so far. So it has been almost a year and a half. I have lost about 40 pounds. Cannot think of me being more fit than what I am right now. And when you see you losing all this weight, obviously it builds into your confidence. And it's all, as I've said again and again, I'm obviously doing my work, but thanks for all the hard work you put in, all the positive feedbacks, all the change in eating regimes. So everything has worked out. So as they say, it takes a lot of people to change a human being. And for me, you and Becky, she came in as a coach who helped me with my food habits.
That's right, the food stuff. That's right.
So again, I'm saying thank you so much, guys. And for whoever who wants to join gym, it's not only gym, it's more personal than going to ABC gym where you just work out and come back home. Here, it's more personalized. We talk about our lives, mingle around with people, so it's fun. I'm glad to have found you, and then I hope this journey continues for a long time.
Yeah. So what do you think, though, too? Because I think everybody listening to this is going to say, so you heard that Ankit, he came in here with us years ago, and then he came back. So what do you think brought you back? Was it just that you weren't losing weight, or did you want to come back because your wife was going to divorce you?
No. Hey, Minu, you're not listening to this, okay? You're my sweetheart, darling.
Or did you come back and say, you know what, this didn't work the first time, but I really got to give this a second try? So why did you want to give it a second go? Because most people, when they have a bad experience at a gym or at a store, they don't want to go again.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm saying the 3 days that I spent with you, although that was only half an hour to 45 minutes, and third, as I said, lasted barely for 15-20 minutes. But I saw something in you at that time that I said, this guy is a caring guy, because there were about 20-25 people at that boot camp. And you were kind enough when I was down. You were kind to take out time, ask me how I'm doing, which seemed very personal to me because I was just one of those 20 folks working out there, and you could have easily ignored me and then told me to go back home. But you did not. You asked me how I was doing, so it just gives a sense of feeling for the kind of person you are.
Okay, yeah.
And then you followed up with me. I mean, again, we only had met for 2 times, for barely some time, so
Right.
it was not that personal at that time. So you could have easily let me go, but I guess those follow-ups did make a difference. Seemed like that you care for people around you, and that essentially what made me come back. And then again, as I always say, working out or doing anything is one thing, but if you are more personal, friendly, then obviously you have more people that will come to you,
Right, right.
because you just live once,
Yeah.
so you need to meet nice people and be
Where
around
were
nice people.
where were you at weight wise then though, or did something happen? Was there a moment that your weight or you were so out of shape that you said, "Oh my gosh"?
Yeah,
So tell me, because I think people like to hear that too. So was there that moment or
Yeah, I was always
before you
fit,
came back?
Before marriage, I was fit. Even after marriage,
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty fit, and I like playing sports, as you know. Tennis is a passion for me. And then, about 4 or 5 years back, I started feeling that, I had just put on so much weight, so out of shape that I just cannot play at the level at which I want to play. And then it's not competitive, it's no fun. And then obviously you become lethargic.
tennis player?
Yeah, just as a tennis player,
You play
and
tennis
even
on your own,
and
yeah.
even as in a regular day-to-day mundane life, if you want to do some chores, you're so lazy, you don't want to do anything because obviously your weight is something that's bothering you, and then you just feel out of place. Again, that's the way I am.
Right,
So then I
right,
thought,
right.
it's just getting out of control now, and I got to do something. So I'm still young, and I don't. I just want to enjoy life, and
Right.
then that's what I thought to enjoy. I should keep myself in check, get back in shape, and I have
Right.
young kids, and what I'm teaching them, that okay, your dad is big,
Good
so how
point.
can I tell them that hey, you need to be fit, you need
point.
to be exercising. So then basically, just wanted to lead as an example. And then now I see my kids, they see me being fit, they want to work out. And now I can at least as I have set an example for them, I can tell them, hey, when me at this age can work out, it's not that I'm very old, but they are so young, so they have no excuse not to work out, So those things basically, I think, were the things
Motivated
that-
you to come back.
Definitely, they
Gotcha.
motivated me, and
Right.
yeah, I'm glad I
Right.
made that decision.
Right.
Yes, totally.
So then you come back here, and then we start working out for a while, right? And then you mentioned, Ankit was getting stronger, he was doing a lot better. And then one of the things, remember, we would always measure like every 4 to 6 weeks
Yes.
or 4 to 8 weeks we'd measure. And then you mentioned earlier, that Becky helped you do the nutrition thing. So what do you think helped you? Obviously, we know the weight loss helped from the working out, but tell everybody too, what was it about what you're eating? And if you don't mind, tell everybody that you are a vegan.
Yes.
The way
Well,
you eat.
yeah,
So what ended up, you think, what kicked it into the eating? How did the eating improve
Right.
so much?
So what happened is, I'm not vegan, but I'm severe vegetarian. And we don't eat eggs. So our consumption of protein is limited to very limited resources. So we don't have too many choices when it comes to protein intake. So as I said, I joined Adam June of 2018. And then when I looked at my weight in June of 2019, it was at 218. I had lost, but I thought I should have lost more because I was just working out like crazy.
And playing tennis,
and
working
playing
out
tennis,
twice a week,
everything.
playing
And then I
tennis,
started, questioning myself that why is the weight not going down anymore? And that's when I spoke with Becky, and then she told me that maybe you need to change your consumption of carbs, fat, and take more proteins. And then I changed my diet, and then within a month and a half, I reduced about 15 pounds. So it was just amazing. And then basically it was just eating healthy, eating controlled, and then not eating as and when you want, how much you want. So obviously that really plays a big role. At least it did in my case, that, and I am trying to keep it, and I have been successful because I'm also using an app called MyFitnessPal that really helped me check my food intake, and I log it in every time I eat.
Yeah, you still
and
do.
I still do
does
it, and it really helps. At least if you have eaten a lot, then you need to cut down, because that's the only way to control your weight. Otherwise, if you start eating again, the workout does its part, But if you eat like crazy, then obviously it won't do you a whole lot of good, So, eating, I think, is a big part of keeping your weight down. What you eat, what you consume, definitely.
And Ankit, you mentioned that earlier too. I think it wasn't a quick journey. It wasn't this all of a sudden he came in, he lost all this weight, he was working out 4 days a week, he was trimming down. I think that's the part of his story that we really like to share a lot is he and one of our other clients, Kathy Wilcox, remember you two shared that story about how it does take a long time. So people who are listening to this or watching this, you got to have that patience because it doesn't just happen.
Yeah, it's not a magic wand that you just swing it and then you are going to reduce it. So again, for the folks who are interested in weight loss and looking for a healthy lifestyle, it will be a slow transition. Initially, it will be pretty slow, but you have to keep plugging in. You just cannot, just do it for 5-6 months and then get dejected if you're not losing a whole lot. You will see a difference in your body structure in 5 or 6 months. You'll see that your body is basically getting in better shape. But in terms of weight loss, it will be a while because, if you are not doing anything for 2-3 years or 5 years, you cannot expect, the results in 6 months. It's not fair, right? Yeah. So that's life. So if you have not done anything for 5 years, at least do something for 5 years. But it doesn't take that long. I'm saying, if you work out for a year and then are really, dedicated, motivated, and are managing your food intake and listening to Adam, I'm saying he's a great coach. Again, I can just say it so many times. Yeah. Another thing that I like about him is he's so flexible. He being a family man, he also appreciates, that there are always things going on with other family, and he always tries to accommodate you according to your schedule. So that's one more thing that really gets you going here, because it's not that you have to come at 10 a.m., you have to come at 11 o'clock, or your money goes away. And again, it's not all about money also here, He's pretty flexible. Obviously, you have to pay him. You don't think that he's not going to ask you for money, okay? but he is very flexible. Yeah. But be patient. That's the key thing. And I hope you join. Be patient, and then things will turn around for you, definitely, and be disciplined.
So then, so to recap, so we think your transition and your success so far was working out 2 to 3 days a week plus tennis, right? 2 or 3 days a week. So that's 4 to 6 days sometimes. I mean, I don't know if you ever went 6 days, but
no, I think 4 days to 4 to 5.
4 to 5
I think
days.
We work here 3 times. Tennis probably 1 time or 2 times a week, depending on the schedule.
Your schedule,
Yeah, but I would say 4 days definitely.
So 4 days.
And if you can stretch it more, the more you do, the better it is.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, so
tracking your food.
Yes,
tracking your food.
That's one big thing you have to do.
And I think the third thing that he had mentioned too was precisely tracking your food. Like you said, like the breakdown with Becky, you were blown away. To say, this is a carb, this is a fat, this is a protein. I don't think many people know that when they're saying, I started working out. Well, great. Well, you're tracking your food. Well, great. But what are you eating?
Right, but the thing is, if you're working out and if you're eating 1 full pizza every day from Costco, which has about 6,000 calories, so that workout is not going to do you any good.
Right,
I hope you understand what I'm saying. So the bottom line is, if you're consuming X number of calories, you have to burn more than X to have the reduction in the weight. If you're not doing that, then obviously your weight is not going to go down. I'm saying if you might become stronger and everything, but your weight definitely won't budge until you cut down on your calories.
And knowing exactly what the food is made of.
Exactly.
Because I think so many people think, well, now, Ankit's vegetarian. So, but I think everyone's, but I eat vegetarian. No.
Right.
You're still not eating enough protein.
Exactly.
And I think people don't understand that.
Yeah,
so
you have to have a good breakdown of proteins, carbs, and fat. And the good thing about MyFitnessPal is that you can basically set the limit on the amount of carbs, proteins, and fat you can intake every day.
Yeah.
And every time you eat, after every meal, you can see how much you have consumed in that particular category. And then you can just type in how much is left, and you can just see, okay, these are the foods that I can consume for the rest of the day for me to be within those limits. So that's the key.
Right.
If you cannot do that, then it will be a difficult weight loss, long process. Exactly. It's not you cannot do it, but Yeah, but when you have an app available, might as well use it,
Yeah.
totally.
So then what do you think's ahead for you, and then how do you think you're going to keep staying fit? I mean, so obviously you'll keep coming in here.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And then Ankit, actually, both of his kids are actually working out with us now.
Yes, they've started working out. They're 12 and 10, and I want them to be agile, and then, and Adam is taking care of them now.
So you'll be working out here still playing your tennis.
Yes.
You're still eating really, really, really well. And and by the way, one of your biggest goals was to get under 200 pounds, which he's under now.
I'm at 198
now. 198 now.
Yes.
That was a huge goal. I mean, even when we sat down almost 2 years ago, it was, if I could be under 200 pounds, that'd be so great.
Exactly. And so I have met that goal. So now the goal is to just stay healthy.
You want to go lighter?
If I can. No? Oh, yeah, totally. I'm saying lighter is always
143 pounds? I'm
no, I'm saying probably 190 is the, because I think 190 should be ideal for me.
Right.
And just keep on plugging in, being fit, being stronger.
Yeah.
So that's the goal I'm looking for moving forward, definitely.
That sounds good, though.
Yep.
So I think we covered all this today, and I just think, so if you're listening at home here, or if you're in your car, or if you're watching this, remember, I mean, so as Ankit said, it's not a quick fix. If you are looking for a quick fix in your life, or if you're looking for a quick fix at a gym or a fitness center, it is not going to happen, folks.
No, it's not.
You're listening to this guy's story. It took him 6 months, 8 months, but then once he turned the corner, each thing was pivotal. He came back, 1. He came and he started lifting weights with me, 2. 3, he figured out what he had to eat. So it took him a long time. So remember, this is not a quick fix gym. We are not offering that here. It takes a long time, and you've got to be receptive to the coaching, right? From myself, from our other coaches here, from Becky, but also I think he was ready, because that was a question we said. Well, how did you know you were ready? Ankit said he'd gained weight. He wasn't able to do what he wanted to do with the kids. He wasn't able to play tennis the way that he wanted to play. So it is a long journey, folks. And I also think it's the culture. So now Ankit's been able to meet a lot of fun people here.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And then workout is more fun when you have funny people around you, the people who can talk to you, who share the stories with you. So it's a family confines,
And one of the coolest things is that Ankit's a CPA.
I know.
So one of the other extra benefits, I think this could be, asterisk number 4, is that it's great when you have a CPA tax guy here, because he can help out all of our clients too. So that's been able, I can
definitely help you guys there too.
That's been a fun add-on too for him and for our clients, because I think people feel comfortable seeing the guy at the gym who can, answer their tax questions too.
So. No, that has been a big plus too. But again, as I told you, it's going to be a slow journey, and the hardest part is the first 2 or 3 months coming into the gym, because that's when you're in the worst shape of your life. You think that, oh my God, I cannot do it. Your body will be sore. You won't want to go back to gym because, you're not seeing the results right away. But please don't give in at that time. If you just go past the first 4 or 5 months, that would be the hardest part for you, but you will be glad that you didn't quit, And then trust me, if you continue this journey for more than 1 year, you will gain results. As long as you follow all these things that we discussed earlier in this conversation, I bet you that, if I can do it, you guys can do it. It's not a rocket science. It's just putting your mind and brain to get your body back to where it belongs. And then, good luck to you guys.
That is it. I think that's just a great way to end it, Ankit. Thank you so much, man. And so remember, if you're listening at home, or if you're in your car, or if you're watching this online, please remember, everybody, to follow us, Wright Way Fitness. Give us a like, give us a subscribe too. And, we are here to help you. And, as our motto always is, we want to make you part of our healthy community. See you soon.